Thank you.
All right. Sure. So guys, I just want to take a few minutes. This doesn't have to be very lengthy, but I do, we're letting Kelly in. I'd like to just go around the room, the Zoom room, and just tell me very briefly how long you've been coaching, where you ended June, and what you would like out of coaching, because that will help me guide you, okay? So I'm just gonna top, Amy, do you want to start? How long you been coaching, girl?
Oh, about 2 weeks.
Awesome. And how many clients do you have, Aim?
I have one.
Okay. And what would you like out of coaching? Why did you say yes to coaching?
I just like being able to help people. I love the program and I feel healthier than I have in a long time. And I want other people to have that experience.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Awesome. All right. Thank you. Elena. Hey, girl. How long you been coaching, girl?
Since Christy, was it end of February? Right, and I got certified sometime in March.
I'm sorry. Say that again, honey.
I got certified in March, I believe.
Okay. What rank did you end at in June?
I was one away from senior coach. I ranked regular coach.
Okay. What do you want out of coaching, Elena?
I love helping people. I was actually a health coach before I joined Optavia. So I really like helping people. I think the program is amazing. I think everyone who's part of this team is amazing. The opportunities are so endless, no matter what you want. If you want extra income, if you want to be healthy, if you want to lose weight, there's just so many different aspects.
Perfect. I'm sorry. And tell me how long you've been coaching for?
About, I guess, 3, 4, was it? So April. So I'd say 5 months.
Okay. So you haven't reached senior coach yet?
I did, but then I lost it because I lost a client.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thanks, Elena. Hey, Mary.
Hi.
Hi, Mary. So how long you been coaching, girl?
Oh, I have only one client, so.
Okay.
And I'll have to agree with Amy as well. You know, I did well on the program. I like it. And I want others to do well on it too.
Forgive me. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm 3 hours over. I'm over 3 hours, so I have to eat. Mary, how long have you been coaching, girl?
I guess officially about a month. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. All right. And Kelly. Hey, Kelly.
Hi, apologies. I am driving.
No, that's
I'm
okay,
on
Kel.
vacation this week, so no
Well,
video for me.
Thank you for making this a priority on vacation. That right there, girlfriend, is powerful. Thank you for that. And I appreciate that because that's what all our training was about last night, about not being on vacation mode. So thank you for that. Kelly, girl, how did you end June? Where did you end at, honey?
I'm still at coach. I will definitely work up to senior coach, but it will take some time. I have only been coaching for about, I think it was a month and a half. Christy, keep me honest, but I can't remember when Joy signed on.
Okay. And why did you say yes to coaching, honey?
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I was on the fence because I'm still on my own journey. But a girlfriend of mine wanted to do the program and she wanted me to coach her. And so I was willing to sign on because I wanted to help her. I know that I'll be able to help a lot of people in the future, but I am going to take my time because I want to give the right level of attention and investment. I also have a very, very demanding full-time job that I love. So I'm not ready to leave that at all. I'm very dedicated to my day job.
Yeah.
And
no one's asking you to do that at all.
My kids too. So
right.
Yeah. So I'm just on the slow plan, but you know, it will come in time. So right now, just one client.
So let Kelly, and here's the good news. Do you know that when people say yes to coaching, their weight loss journey picks up? Because guess what? When we have to show up for other people, that holds our feet to the fire. And that's the number one reason that most people, in fact, I would say 90%, and we have well over, I think by now, 700 coaches on Healthy Me and You. pretty much you ask every one of them, they started coaching very early in their coaching journey for the sheer fact they wanted the accountability. Because if
Yeah,
we have to show up for others, that helps us stay on our journey. So I appreciate what you just said. But there is no reason why your own journey would be impacted negatively. It will only be impacted for the positively by helping others. So I just wanted to add that in.
yeah, thank you.
Heard, guys, and I just want to say thank you for being here. I'm so grateful you all said yes. And what I heard as a collective message from you all, you want to help people. You said yes because you love this thing and you feel you need to share it with others.
Mhm.
Oh, that is a powerful WHY. That's a powerful reason for coaching. You love this program and you need to share it. You need to shout it from the rooftops because you want to help others. So now let me ask you a more concrete question. If I went to your Facebook page, would I feel that same vibe from you? Would I feel that you love this program so much that you have to shout it from the rooftops and share it with others because you just want to impact and help others? Would I see that if I went there? Amy, go ahead. You first, honey.
Yes, you would.
Okay, excuse me 1 second. My umbrella is going to fly away. Okay, great. Good. So I would know what you're doing.
Yes.
Awesome. Elena.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
Okay. Mary.
Probably not.
Probably not. Why would that be, Mare?
I haven't done a before and after photo. I haven't done the jot form. I haven't, like
All right,
like
let's
Kelly
take-
was saying, I'm still very much on the fence about doing this. My job kind of tells me, be careful of strangers asking for friendship because they're usually asking for private information for work related things. And,
So,
and
Mary,
I
let me
deal
ask
with
you.
contracts and I just can't.
And I understand that. So how did you hear about the program?
Christy was on a community group that I belong to
In person or on Facebook?
on Facebook.
So you saw her posting in a community group on Facebook.
Right.
Mary, how much are you down in weight?
About almost 40 pounds since February.
But let me get this straight.
Yeah.
I'm getting emotional. You were down almost 40 pounds. If Christy would have thought for 1 minute, somebody might judge me on Facebook, you wouldn't be down 40 pounds right now. That's the truth, Mayor. That's the truth. This is not selling. This is not trying to get people. This is doing exactly what all of you said you wanted to do when we got on this call. You want to help people. And yes, sharing that on social media is part of that. I want to sit here and say it's not. And in fact, when I first started bringing on coaches, I was like, nah, you don't need to post on Facebook. And then the pandemic hit and no one was walking around anymore. So we had no choice but to post through this platform. And let me tell you, I get very emotional about this because if we would have been in our own way about that, the number of lives we impacted in 2020 quadrupled. How did we do that? By sharing on Facebook because nobody was out and about anymore. Guys, if you are in your own way about sharing what has helped you lose pounds, transform your lives, get off medications, whatever it is, you have to be willing to share that.
I mean, I've taken pictures of myself, you know, I feel uncomfortable. I have not been a person to share pictures of myself.
And Mayor, I hear that. I absolutely understand. I was one of those people. I always hid behind my kids. I wasn't comfortable doing it. But if we think about this, it is not about us. It's not about us. It's about who needs to be inspired. Mary, what you have done, so few women can do. Think about 40 pounds. Sorry, my Zoom, my internet just got unstable. Can you hear me, Cindy?
Yes.
Think about what you did, girlfriend. Think about how many people in your world would be inspired by that. It's
I'm inspired by
it's not about, hey, look at us. It's about, I need to share this because if I don't, I am selfish. If I don't share this, I am depriving someone of a solution. I am depriving somebody of an answer. I am depriving somebody of a gift that was given to me. It is my response. I felt a sense of responsibility. And guys, let me tell you, I didn't just jump out and say, here I am in a bikini. I worked up to it. I first did a selfie. Then I would post, recipes. I would take pictures of Leaning Greens. I would do motivational quotes. And then, my coach posted my before and after for me because I was so scared to do it, and tag me. Check out my client, Mary Ellen, down 20 pounds. And then based on the response that got, that created confidence. So then I eventually did it. We don't have to jump out there like Cindy Tintle or Christy Benny or Mary Ellen Loringer, but your voice matters. You've got something important to share, guys. Right? And while not all of us have to grow big businesses, I hear you guys. I was in another career too. I had a big full-time job. I didn't want to grow a business. I just wanted to help a few people, but I wanted to help at least 5 people because that was way that my fuelings would be covered. Oh, are you kidding me?
We can hear you.
Sorry, I just want to, that way my fuelings could be covered, right? So, and you want to get a return on your investment. You paid $199 for your coaching kit. We'd like you to at least make that up. And so you don't need to grow a big business. You don't need to help a ton of people. Would love you to at least help at least 5, right? What are some, so Kelly, I didn't come to you, honey. So, if I went to your Facebook page, would I know that you have a solution for me?
I'm not sure. So I post pictures of myself on a, I guess, regular basis, just based on activities I'm doing. But, and I will say that I do get lots of people commenting, but I have not yet put like a side by side. And I will be honest too, that I do have to be careful with what I post and how I post, because there's people that I work with that I'm friends with. And while I've disclosed what I'm doing, in addition to my regular job is in a pharmaceutical company in the diabetes and obesity business. So I have to be careful what I post and how I post it. And so I'm also not ready, honestly, to make my profile public at this point in time. I'm not ready for that.
Yeah, okay. The other option, Mary and Kelly, is this. I'm sure you know a few more people in your world who might need this program. And so while you might not be ready to put it out there on Facebook just yet, what about you connecting with them? When I first started the health program and I became a coach, I reached out to people in my world, people I went to the gym with, my sister-in-law. We had talked about losing weight and dieting forever. And I would reach out to them and I said, Patty, you've been on my heart. I found something and we've spent decades talking about our weight. Would you be open to at least hearing about this? I think I found the answer. And that's what I did. Now, these were people I had a relationship with. These were people who knew me. So it wasn't so like cold calling people or anything like that. They were people in my world, people who I cared about. So that's another option too. If you're not ready to put it out there on Facebook, that's another option that Christy can work with you with on maybe developing a list of those people that you can say, hey, listen, I don't know if this is a fit for you, but I just lost 40 pounds on this program and it's the real deal. Would you be open to at least hearing about this? Because we've talked about this for years. So that's another little way that you can go about it. Yes, we do eventually. And guys, I want to sit here and say, you don't need to come around to posting on Facebook. I don't want to say that because that would be a falsity. That is not true. We hope that you eventually come around to wanting to share this on Facebook. And again, I had a I was a hospital administrator. I had a pretty big job. I was fearful about posting at first, but then I couldn't contain it anymore. I felt like I was doing people a disservice by not. But you know, so I don't want to mince words that posting on Facebook isn't something that I'd love you to eventually come around to and feel comfortable enough to do. But in the interim, there are other things that we can do to share this with others in our world. I see Dawn just joined us. Christy, is that okay? Hi, Dawn. Oh. Hi, Dawn. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so sorry.
That's
They
okay.
changed my
That's
teaching
okay.
schedule.
No worries. We were just kind of going around the room, Dawn. We were asking how long you've been coaching for. I think a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks, a week
2
and a
weeks.
half.
Awesome. And just real quickly, Dawn, why did you say yes to coaching? What do you want out of coaching?
Oh, I just want to give the gift that I have gotten from Christy and Cindy and you and the whole gang and the whole entire program. And I am a firm believer in paying it forward. So that's my goal. That's what I'm going to do.
I love
And,
it.
you know, Christy and I have been saying, I belong here, you know, and so many of us do. And I found my groove and I found my niche. So
I love that,
Yeah.
Dawn. I
Yeah.
love that. And I was just asking the other gals, and again, I'm not that familiar with your account yet, but if I went to your Facebook page, would I see that? Would I see you sharing this?
absolutely. And I don't think I've posted a picture of myself, at least not one from the past 7 years on Facebook. In 7 years, everything's just been like from the past or just very general pictures of, you know, my dogs, my horses, like whatever it might be. And now it's all out there, you know.
Oh my,
It's made.
and this is perfect because this is the discussion we were just having.
Okay.
What was the switch that flipped for you from where you were to now wanting to share this?
I have found myself. I have found my confidence again. And I think I just want to send the message to, you know, everybody who will benefit from this program and find themselves also, if they see those visual results and they see not just the visual results, but, you know, the physical results, the happy results, the emotion, and just
Love it.
everything, the
Love it.
whole entire thing.
So let me ask you, was that hard for you initially to do that?
It was hard for me, yes. And I think I did it. I think the first one I really did when I posted my before picture, which took a lot of courage. It was sitting in my drafts for a while. You know, I had it there for the end of June and I really wanted to do it in order to really, you know, make the plunge and take my coaching to the next level and then some. I think I did it July 2nd and then it just blossomed. I got so much positive feedback from my friends, family, strangers.
Okay, wait,
And-
that's important. Hold on. You guys,
Yeah.
what she just said? She was scared. She knew she had a gift to share.
Mm,
She did it. She kicked fear in the face. She did it regardless of being scared. But then the outpouring of love and support and accolades that she got, let me tell you, do you think that she's going to want to do it again? Right. Now, Dawn, do you feel that you were selling something?
no,
What do you feel that you were doing?
I was sharing. I was sharing because you know, I care and I want to help people. And, you know, that's really what it is. I want so many other people to experience and feel what I have been feeling since, you know, I started the program on May 1st, but honestly, Mary Ellen, I believe I feel like I started way before that, like after that first conversation with Christy.
Awesome. Awesome.
I really, really did.
Well, Dawn, I
Yep.
appreciate you sharing that. And guys, I want to say this. Please don't mistake my words. I am happy that you said yes to coaching, whether you have one client or a million clients. It does not matter to me. Will we try to nudge your potential so you can at least help 5 people? Yes, we will do that. Will we continue to try to encourage you to share it, as Dawn just indicated? Yes, we will do that. But how you're helping others now, whether it's 1, 2, or 5 people, we are grateful for you. I don't want you to think that your efforts don't matter. They do. What you're doing now makes a difference. You're helping 1 person or 20 people. But we can't do this alone. Christy can't do this alone. Cindy can't do this alone. The whole reason that Cindy and Christy offered coaching to you is because she knows this program. They know this program is worth sharing, but they can't do it alone. We can't. If you guys, in the beginning of this call, you said you want to help people, you want to impact lives. The way that we can do that is growing an army, and you're the army. You're the vehicle and the voice with which to share this, whether it's on Facebook or in person. So that's all I came here to say today. We encourage you to continue doing that in what makes sense for you. But what I don't like hearing is the fact that maybe you're scared to do that because you don't think you're there yet or at your goal weight yet, or maybe you're scared what people will think. I understand those of you that have restrictions with your job. I do understand that because I was one of them. But then I realized my voice mattered. What I had to share mattered, and that mattered more to me than what people might think of me, or that, I remember when I first did a Facebook Live about the health program, I was shaking in my boots. I was so scared, but I knew my message was important to share. So when our why is strong, when our need to share this program trumps everything else, we find a way to do it and overcome our fear. And so I just ask you guys, as I would ask a client to continue contending for their health, I ask you as coaches to continue contending for that opportunity to share it. Don't give up. Maybe you're scared right now, or maybe you're not sure whether coaching is for you. Don't give up on trying to make the opportunity happen for you. Would anybody like to just ask me we can talk about this, what barriers you're finding either in posting or sharing or anything with your business that maybe we can help you overcome right now?
I can speak up that right now I'm trying to sell my house. I'm going through a lot of things right now, and the whole thing is time. I work 10-hour days in my job, and then I have to, shut down my work, and then I have to show my house. And
yeah, and Mary, I hear that. Thank you for sharing that. I'm so sorry we gave you the impression that this takes a lot of time. What are you concerned about that is time consuming? Because maybe we can help you overcome that. How much time does Christy spend with you?
In the beginning, she spent a lot of time with me.
Maybe the first week, calling you
Yeah.
the first 4 days, but then after that, how much time does she spend with you every week, would you say?
She'd send me little things on Facebook or little text messages just to keep me going. But
actually, I'm going to task her about that because I hope she's not doing that, because that's hero coaching. She should be calling you for 5 minutes once a week. Yeah, because and I'm so happy you share this with me, because I think we've given you the wrong impression here. I don't want this to take a lot of time. This should not take a lot of time. I want the busiest person on the planet to be able to help others. So let me just break this down for you, Mayor.
Okay, I just started with my first client too, and I'm trying to keep her, stay involved with her for her first week. She just started yesterday.
So if you need help managing that, let Christy know. So, Christy, so again, we kick them off. We are just calling them the first 4 days. That's it. After the 4 days, we don't call them anymore. You then bring a tip call to Cindy for your first client. And then we roll into calling them for 3 to 5 minutes, 1 day a week that works for you. That's it. So I'm so sorry we're giving you the impression that this takes a lot of time because it doesn't. And also the good news, Mayor, this is on your time schedule. So when I worked 80 hours a week, I let my clients know, listen to me. I am not available 9 to 5. If you text me, I will not text you back. I can call you on my commute to work or on my commute home. And then I checked in with my clients on Sundays for 5 minutes at a time that works for me. So that's the model that we adhere to. And that's for a reason, Mayor, so that we can make this doable for people that have busy lives. Okay? In terms of posting on Facebook, again, when you come around to that, Christy can simply feed you posts for now, give you suggestions, and it takes 2 seconds to put it on your Facebook page. And maybe just for now, you're doing that once a day when you wake up in the morning and you're sitting with your fueling. It shouldn't take a lot of time. And if you need help with ideas, Christy or Cindy can provide that to you. So for my new coaches, I don't want them to overthink this. So I will feed them posts. Here's a good post today. Here's a good post today. So if that's something you need, they can help you with that. So we're going to streamline this for you as much as we possibly can. Okay, but I apologize that we're giving you that impression that this is time consuming because it shouldn't be, especially when we have one client.
It is time consuming because I have meetings Monday. Now this one, Tuesday night with Cindy. I think there's a meeting every night.
So, okay, you don't have to go to those. And you know what? Here's the thing. When I have a new coach, if they are overwhelmed by that, I say, don't get on any trainings right now. Your one job is to bring me health assessments and help 5 people. That's it. That's it. In fact, sometimes I don't even add people to Team Healthy Me and You. I don't want them to get on trainings now. I want them to just help people. Health assessments to me. So you can simply go back to doing that. You don't need to get on any of these trainings right now, Mary. We just want you helping other people. So if your schedule does not allow for those trainings, don't worry about it. They're not important right now. Okay. So Christy, maybe that's something that you can talk to Mary about. Okay. Mary, is that helpful?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because I don't want you feeling overwhelmed. So we're going to make this work for you right now. Okay. We're going to make it work for your schedule because that's the beautiful thing about coaching. It's a beautiful thing. We make it work for us. This is time freedom. This should feel good. This shouldn't feel stressful. This shouldn't feel hard. We should want to do this. Okay. So we're going to figure out a schedule that works for you, Mary. And I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy life to be here with us today. So thank you for that. Really appreciate that. Anybody else that has a barrier or an obstacle they need help with? For those that are sharing on Facebook, are you guys, would you say you're consistent in doing that, Amy?
I'm trying. The thing for me is on Wednesday through Saturday, I can only post in the morning until I leave. And I leave really, really early because I have to be to work in South Jersey by 9:30. And then I work until 8 p.m. So I post a little bit after when I get home. So I do try to get in, if I can, on one of my breaks to do a post, but it's not always easy because I don't always have the time.
One of the
to do
things,
it.
yeah, Amy, no,
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. That's fine.
One of the
And
things
then-
that's helped me was on Sundays, you know how we used to meal prep back in the day? I post prep.
Mhm.
So when I worked full time, I didn't have the time to think about these posts. I would on Sunday, kind of to my camera roll, I would look at other health coaches' pages. I would save things to my phone that I thought resonated. And so that way I had my whole week's worth of posting planned out. So in the morning before I left for work, I would post. On my lunch break, I had a post ready. After dinner, when I got home and after my lean and green, I posted. So I didn't have to think about it. They were already on my camera roll. They were planned out for the week. So if you need help with posting suggestions, Christy can help give you some of those ideas. So you can have them on your camera phone and you can just you just don't need to overthink it.
No, that's great. I didn't think about that part.
The
about
other
the
thing
camera, using the
I'm
camera
gonna
phone.
empower all of you a little bit too. Look at other health coaches. Go to Team Healthy Me and You. Click on any health coach. Click on my page. Click on Cindy's page. If you don't have mutual friends, save those things to your phone. I mean, I follow a coach in Arizona. I don't know who this person is. I just like the way she posts. I go to her page for every Sunday. I save things to my camera. I have posts all week long. Look, see what other people do. If you don't have mutual friends, save that. But if you're not doing that, don't do nothing. Tell your mentorship, hey, listen, would you be willing to help me think of post ideas so I can save this on my phone? Use the mentorship group. And Amy, in your situation too, as well as, you know, Dawn, these two, especially Christy, is being compensated a lot right now to help you. Where you're at in your coaching business, they're compensated a lot. Utilize them. Say, hey, listen, I'd like some post ideas. Could you give it to me? Right? Amy, what was your other question?
The other thing is for sharing the newsletter, I'm trying to figure that out.
So there's a video on Team Healthy Me and You that Cindy and Christy can tag you in how to use the share drive. Very simple, or they can walk you through how to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amy, this is your first week. I'll show you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But again,
Thank you.
so if you guys are not at 5 clients yet, I just want to make this very clear. Please don't worry about all this extra stuff. Don't worry about trainings, newsletters. I would just like you to be tunnel visioned. I would love you to just get a little bit more consistent posting on Facebook, reach out to some people that need the program, and bring Christy health assessment calls. That's your one responsibility right now. Do not worry about it. When you get to senior coach and 5 clients, we'll get to the newsletter. We'll get to the trainings that are important to you. For now, we just want you sharing this. We want you sharing this. That's all we want you to do. Does that make sense? Like, let's dumb this thing way down. Let's prioritize this. That's all we want you doing right now. That's it. Okay?
Okay.
Is that helpful, Amy?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Sure. Anybody else have any obstacles or any questions that they have? Remember, guys, we just want to hear your story. Even if you don't think where you are, the final place you want to be, maybe you're not completely where you want to be, your story matters. And I'm going to give you one more example to leave you with here. So I have a friend of mine from town. She was about 250 pounds. I basically put her up against the produce section in Stop and Shop and said, you need to do this program. She did the program. She's a single mother, was living in a very bad situation. 2 weeks into the program, I said, you need to coach. She said, Mary Ellen, and I get very emotional saying this. She's, Mary Ellen, who's going to want me to coach? Nobody will listen to me. She still had about 80 pounds to lose, more than that. I said, Erin, somebody needs your story right now. Now, we were both in Oakland, New Jersey, okay? I said, somebody needs your words. I know you can't see that, and I know you don't feel that and don't understand that, but I'm telling you right now, somebody needs to hear your words. Now, I had been a health coach for well over a year. We had many mutual friends in town. One day, she said, okay, you can post my before and after. And friends, I am so proud of her because you would probably look at her before and after and think, I would never let Mary Ellen post that for me because she still had a big weight loss need, but she let me do it. And I tagged her and said, I'm so proud of Erin. She's not where she wants to be, but she's on her way. All these mothers from town reached out to her. They wanted her to coach them. And I went right to Erin. I said, OMG, girlfriend. I was friends with all these women and I had been posting like a crazy person for over a year, before and afters, me selfies, me in a bikini. They didn't want me. They couldn't relate to me. My story was I was an over-exerciser. I needed to lose about 25, 30 pounds. They couldn't relate to my story, but they could relate to her. the mom that sat on the sidelines on the bench, the mom that sat on the couch, she never exercised, the mom that hid herself behind her children in pictures and under cover-ups and never got off her beach chair. They could relate to her story and they wanted her to help them. And if she was in her own way about letting me post that picture, she wouldn't have helped hundreds of women in our neighborhood that didn't want me as their coach. They wanted her. So I tell that story all the time, that people who are fearful about posting, if you are in your own way right now because you think you're not there yet, or your story doesn't matter, or your voice doesn't matter, I'm here to tell you, friends, it does. Because your words, your post, your picture is the answer to somebody's prayers, is the solution to somebody crying themselves to sleep every night. I know you can't see that right now, but I promise you they're out there waiting for you to put that up there. This has nothing to do with selling. This has nothing to do with getting people. This has nothing to do with, well, Mary Ellen says, I got to get 5 clients. I don't want you to get anything. I want you to share your story because your story matters and your story needs to be heard right now by somebody in your world. And that's all I ask of you. So I just leave you with that pensive thought. Can you just think, for those of you that are not yet sure whether this is for you, just sit with that today, if you don't mind, for me. Sit with that. Feel if maybe that speaks to you a little bit. And if you decide in the end, you know what, that doesn't speak to me, I don't think this is for me, or I just want to help this one person, then that's all I ask, that you just give this some thought. And to everybody else who is comfortable sharing and knows that this gift is worth sharing, kudos to you, and I appreciate you. And I thank you for being vulnerable enough to get out of your own way and put that out there. You are being led by 2 of the greatest health coaches on our team. I want to say this. Your mentorship here in Cindy and Christy, I work with hundreds of coaches. What you have here in these 2 is second to none. You are very lucky to have both of these ladies. Give them your time and attention if they give you theirs, okay? And be honest with them. This will not work unless you communicate with them in your mentorship groups what you want out of this, what help you need. You know, Amy, thank you for sharing that here. The next thing you need help with, go to your mentorship group with that. That's what they're there for, right? Don't text your coach. Anything personal related, of course, you're going to text your coach. Everything else goes into your mentorship group because you know what? It's a team of people dedicated to helping you help others. Isn't that amazing? We want you to help others. And we are dedicated to helping you do that. So use your mentorship group. They're being compensated very well to do that. And I joke around about that. But yeah, I got to, you know what? If I'm being compensated by my team, then I better be willing to show up for them and give them what they need. So go ask them what you need and communicate to them what you want out of coaching so they know how best to guide you correctly. Okay. For those that are almost senior coach and over, that are close to 5 clients, meet with Christy and Cindy and strategize for July. Let them dissect your Facebook page. Ask them to offer you suggestions on how to grow. That's the greatest way. You know, when I decided that I wanted to help people, I went to my mentorship and said, please tell me what I can be doing differently. What do I need to do here? Other than staying consistent on Facebook, is there anything else that you see that I should be doing? So ask them that for that feedback. Christy, is there anything else you'd like me to cover with your team, your amazing team here?
Just for me personally too, like what are some of your tips on follow-up?
Yeah.
Like people, like, because sometimes I'll struggle with, like, you know,
Yeah.
after what happens after the health assessment?
Sure. That's a great question. So a lot of people do a health assessment, throw them on Healthy Me and You, and then maybe follow up, maybe not. I like to nudge my people towards a yes. So for example, I will have a health assessment, and at the end of every health assessment, guys, just FYI, I invite them to join me. I did not do that all the time. So at the end of the health assessment, I would say things like, okay, I'll send you an email and add you to the Facebook page. Click. I just wanted to get off the phone with them. Now, I want to give them a chance to unearth their objection right on the phone with me. So I'll say at the end, on a scale of 1 to 10, how ready are you to get these 40 pounds off? And they'll say, well, I'm an 8. I say, okay, thank you for that. What's preventing you from being a 10? And they'll say, well, you know, $400 is a lot of money. And I said, girlfriend, I felt you. I feel you. I felt the same way. But what I found was, and then I go into my spiel. So I invite them to join the journey before I get off the call, right? I want to say, what do you, and if I feel that they don't have an objection, you know, they're a 10, I'll say, so what do you say? Are you ready to link arms? Because I would love to partner with you to do this. So don't be afraid to ask them on a scale of 1 to 10, how ready are they? They're either going to be super ready. And then at that point, you're going to say, let's link arms and do this now. What do you say? Or you're going to be aware of what their barrier is. So you can address that right on the phone. After the health assessment, you let them know, I'm going to add you to Healthy Me and You. And based on our conversation here today, I'm going to tag you in a couple things that I think would be helpful for you. I'm also going to send you a follow-up email with a summary of what we spoke about here today. So we get off the health assessment. I add them to Healthy Me and You. I send them a follow-up email. Thank you so much for your time. Here's a summary of what we spoke about. Now, I know they got the email. The next day, I'll message them in Messenger. Hey, Elena, I'm just checking to make sure you got the invite to Healthy Me and You and you saw my email. I know they saw it, right? But I'm just giving another touch point on them. Great. I'll go to Healthy Me and You. If they're a foodie, if I know they're a foodie, I might tag them on some lean and green recipes. If they're a diabetic, maybe I'll find a post by somebody who's having success with diabetes. If they are an exerciser, an athlete, I'll tag them on a post about that. This doesn't look like I'm pressuring or selling. It looks like I care about them, that I listened to their conversation. I care about them. Then in maybe another day, I will send them the PDF of the 5-in-1 guide, the 4-in-2 guide, whatever we discussed, I will send them a guide, or I'll send them maybe a lean and green recipe. Again, another touch point. Okay. On the initial call with them, I will tell them, I will also follow up with you on Friday. Again, depending on where I am in the week, I will let them know when I will be following up with them. And then I actually do that. So, but I don't follow up with them right away. I do all these little things in between to kind of show them I listened and I'm engaged and I care. Then Friday, I do something called Friday follow-up. It's something I've done since the beginning of coaching. You can pick any day that works for you. I follow up with everybody that I did a health assessment with, right? And say, girl, listen, I can't get your conversation out of my head. What do you say? I'd be honored to partner with you. Are you ready to do this? And it's either a yes or, oh, I'm not ready right now. I say, that's cool, girl. I'm going to follow up with you in a few weeks just to see how you're doing. Would that be okay? And then I have a follow-up list of people that I'm circling back with in a few weeks. Because guys, they might not be ready now. And we know now is just not yet, right? We know that. And the great news is they're already on Healthy Me and You. They're seeing all the successes. Sometimes clients need to sit on that page for a while and see that stuff. So, and then they're ready. But stay in relationship with your people. Follow up in a week's time, no more. And then if they are still not ready, keep going back to them. Don't give up on them. There's this one guy, I think I followed up with him 8 times. The guy lost something like 80 pounds finally when he was ready. He said, and you know what? He became a coach and he said, the number one thing is you never gave up on me. You kept following up. Okay. So don't take a no as a no, final no, just take it as a not now. And if they say, well, I'm going to go try keto or I'm going to go try intermittent fasting, make a note of that. And then when I circle back, I'll say, hey, Ken, how's keto going? I've been thinking about you. Now we know how it's going. It's not going, right? So when we follow up with them, they might be ready at that point. So make a point after the health assessment, you send them an email. That's what we do. We add them to the page, tag them and post that might interest them, send them things, and then you're officially following up no more than a week later. If it's no at that point, you're following up. You just are continuing to follow up. And guys, don't be afraid to do that because that looks like you care. It doesn't look like you're pushy. And especially if I stay in relationship with them. The other thing I want to suggest this, if somebody tells me no, still love on them on their Facebook page. I don't want it to be weird. Like if somebody tells me no, if they post a picture of their family on vacation, oh my gosh, that place looks amazing. I hope you guys have a great time. Don't be that person. Oh, they didn't do my program. Now I'm going to put them over here. Be a person. You were friends with them before this. You were Facebook friends with them, keep loving on them. I make a point if somebody tells me no, to almost go above and beyond because I don't want them to feel weird. Because then guess what, guys? When they will be ready and are ready, they're not going to feel weird about reaching out to you because you didn't make it weird. Okay. Is that helpful, Christy?
Yes, very, thank you.
Any?
Yeah, that's a good point about the weird, like,
Mhm.
yeah, we were friends before, like,
Yeah.
you know.
And guys, here's the thing. I say this a lot. I say this about clients and coaching. Not one of my Cindy said no to me about coaching the first time. Do you guys know that? It broke my freaking heart. It broke my heart. I'm like, this woman's going to be amazing. She's telling me no. But if I would have given up on her, none of you would be here. Okay, so that's that. And clients, guys, listen, here's what I say. The most successful clients don't say yes right away. The most successful people I find have to sit on this. This is a big freaking decision. This isn't a commitment. I want them invested in all in. The ones that say, just here's my credit card, they're doing a diet. Don't give up on people because the people that matter and that are worthwhile and that you know you can help deeply, they maybe need a little bit more time. Don't stop following up with them. And it's not pushy. It shows that you care and you're not, by not following up, that actually looks like you're a salesperson. By following up saying, gosh, I can't get our conversation out of your mind. I know that you feel uncomfortable in your own skin. I know you're tired of not fitting in those clothes. Let's do this. You're on my heart right now. Don't be afraid to speak with passion about that, guys, when you're following up with people too. It's not this, hey, you ready to get going now? You ready to get healthy? Can I get your credit card? That's not what we're doing. Take notes from your health assessment. I can't get your conversation out of my mind. I know you're tired of being tired. And I can't stop circling back to you because I care and I know this will work. You don't know, but I know what this can do for you. What do you say, girl? Are you ready now? That doesn't look salesy, guys. It looks like you care. Because you know what this can do. They don't. They think they're doing another diet. Here's the thing. 99.9% of clients think they're doing a diet when you do the health assessment. I promise you they do. They don't know what this is right away. So by you following up also, it shows them that, oh my God, this could be the separator, right? This is different. This woman cares about me. She's got this Facebook page. That's amazing. She's got this caring heart. She's talking about this life book. This might be no diet, but I promise you, most people you initially do a health assessment, they're not hearing any of these things. They're hearing diet. Okay. Show them that we are different. We offer complete support in this way and a caring heart. And by following up, you're communicating that. Anybody else have anything? I say this all the time, guys. We believe in you so much until you believe in yourselves, both on the program and as a coach. You wouldn't have said yes, even those that are on the fence right now, you wouldn't said yes if in your heart you didn't believe that you had something to offer people, that you had something that matters. And I don't care how slow you grow, just don't give up. Promise me you won't give up. Promise me you'll keep going, because on our team, we have runners, we have walkers, we have crawlers, we have sprinters. I'm going to, one final story, then I'm going to swear to God, I'm going to let you go. I had a coach, her name was Cheryl. She posted about her cat for 20 years. Cheryl had an amazing success on the program, but she had 200 friends on Facebook and no sphere of influence. But she loved the program so much. So she started sharing and she got crickets. Because here's why. I said, Cheryl, you posted about your cat for 20 years. People don't know how to take this new Cheryl, this new and improved Cheryl, who now looks like a hot mama and who's gotten healthy in her mind. They don't know what to do with you. You have to stay consistent because they need to know you're serious about this. This woman, anybody else would have quit. She took months to help 5 people. Months. And every time we talked, I'm like, oh, this is it. She's going to tell me she's returning her coaching kit. And she's like, I'm just going to keep going because I know I have work to do and I have something to share. And every week she kept going. Well, do you know, last month, she onboarded 7 clients in a month. after months of getting, there were months that went by, not one person reached out, not one person commented or liked her post. And she kept posting and she kept posting. I said, Cheryl, what do you think made the difference? She said, I just had to be patient and not give up. And I started to get more comfortable with showing myself on Facebook. And once I got that, then they started to come and they took me seriously. So I share that story about Cheryl because she knew she had something to share and she didn't give up and she kept going. So I ask you, even if you think you can only go slowly right now, that's okay, girlfriend. Don't give up. Keep going because we need you. Christy needs you. Cindy needs you. And I need you. And the world needs what you have to say. Okay? All right, guys. I hope to see you at convention. I hope some of you are going. If you are not going, there are still seats available. They just opened up some new spots. So if you really want to figure out what this Optavia thing is, that's the greatest way to figure that out. And if you're not going live, then you can attend virtual. And I hope you all do that as well.
Thank you very much, Mary Ellen.
Of course. Nice to see you guys all. Talk to you guys soon.
Have a good day. Bye.